Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to answer a very important React question. What is a hook and why did React introduce hooks? If you look at modern React code, it's almost all hooks. But why did they become so popular? Let's find out. In simple words, hooks are functions that let you hook into React state and lifecycle features from functional components. Before hooks, if you wanted to use state or lifecycle methods, you had to use class components. Now, with hooks, we can do everything inside simple JavaScript functions. You might wonder, what was wrong with class components? Well, there were a few main problems. Complexity. Classes were harder to read and write. You had to understand the this keyword, and you had to bind event handlers. It was easy to make mistakes. Split logic. Related logic was often split across different lifecycle methods. For example, you might start a timer in component did mount and stop it in component will unmount. The code was scattered. Hard to reuse logic. Reusing stateful logic between components was difficult. You had to use complex patterns like higher order components or render props. Hooks changed everything by making code simpler and more reusable. Here are the big ones. useState lets us add state to a functional component. useEffect lets us handle side effects like API calls or subscriptions in one place, replacing lifecycle methods. Custom hooks. This is the best part. We can extract logic into a separate function and reuse it across many components. Let's look at a quick comparison. Before, class components, after, functional components, and hook. See how much cleaner the hooks version is. No this, no class syntax, just a simple function. So, to summarize, hooks were introduced because they make code cleaner and easier to read. They allow us to group related logic together. They make it easy to reuse logic with custom hooks. If you get asked this in an interview, here is a polished answer. Hooks allow us to use state and lifecycle features inside functional components. Before hooks, we had to use class components for these features, which were more complex and made it harder to reuse logic. React introduced hooks to simplify the code, avoid the confusion of this keyword, and allow developers to share stateful logic more easily between components using custom hooks. Alright, that's it for today. Hooks are a huge part of React, and mastering them is key to being a great front-end developer. If this video helped you, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.